All right, so in this tutorial, obviously, I'm going to show you how to do online arbitrage from the comfort of your own home with software that's going to do everything for you for the most part. So we no longer have to go out to the retail stores, scan them, and waste our entire lives away just to make a little bit of money. Software is going to handle 95% of the work for you, and then you just verify a few things. We're going to use Source Mogul here as our software to actually find products and locate them. We're then going to use Seller Sprite as our actual tool to verify all the different data points on there to make sure that it's profitable, that it's selling, that it's something that we should actually buy, how much we can make. The list goes on and on. It has all of those specific data points here in the software, so you don't need Keepa, you don't need any other things. The only other thing that I would recommend is Source Mogul, obviously, Seller Sprite, and then one other thing that's really advantageous that you don't necessarily need would be Online Seller Add-on, because while Seller Sprite does actually give you that data, this kind of puts it into a easy to read format, so you know how many other sellers are on the listing, how much, units that they have in stock, whether it's new, etc. So those are the three things that I'd recommend that you have. Online Seller Add-on is completely free, as you can see here. It's just OS Add-on or Online Seller Add-on. You can download that completely free on the Google Chrome store. So let me show you how to get that. Just go to Google, type in Online Seller Add-on, and it should be an extension right there in the Google Chrome store. Boom, download it. It's completely free to use, okay? The next thing would be Source Mogul. So you can try Source Mogul completely free. I will make sure to actually link that, and it's a complete free trial, so you can test the software completely free and make sure that you like it. Obviously, once you see the value of it, which you'll see in this actual tutorial, once you see it yourself, it will inspire you to obviously stay on and pay for it in the future, but you don't need to pay for it. You can test it out completely free for a while. Same thing with Seller Sprite. Seller Sprite is an actual, it's my, like, I could go on for days literally about all the things that Seller Sprite can do, but for this specific aspect for online arbitrage, all you need to know is that it has all the data points that you're going to possibly need on the listing to tell you if it's a good buy, that's profitable, that will sell for you, how much you can actually expect to make, etc. And that way you don't need to pay for Jungle Scout or Helium 10 or Keepa or anything like that. You just pay for one software that's ridiculously cheap, right? So you're not spending $200, $300 on software. You don't need to do that anymore. Seller Sprite's going to keep it all in conjunction for you, tell you all of that stuff in one specific software, I think for like 15 to 20 bucks a month, depending on what you actually decide to actually pay for, what plan. There's a number of options for you. And you can also download the Chrome extension here, which is then going to show you all that information on the listing. And once you actually sign up for the software, you can use the Chrome extension. You just sign in with the Chrome extension. So Seller Sprite will also be linked with a completely free trial, right? So both of these softwares don't cost you a dime to start and use. You can test them both out completely free. If you like them, stick with them. If you don't, it's totally fine. You don't have to pay for them, okay? But I'm going to show you the power of how I use both of these in my online arbitrage business to make money buying and selling products back on Amazon. Again, we're not guessing here. We don't want to actually, make guesstimates about what product could actually potentially be a good buy. No. We want to look at all the data. Is it selling well? Can we expect to actually sell it? Is it profitable? Can we make money on it? And we're going to run through all that here with these softwares right now. Now, it's a really simple, I've made this as simple as possible. This is the same exact step-by-step process that I use myself. It's the same step-by-step process that I taught my VA, who actually sources for me now, to use. Step one, is it the same product, okay? Because you'll see in a second when we're on Source Mogul, it just basically finds products on other websites like Target, Walmart, Home Depot, and hundreds of other websites across the internet, and then compares and finds those products. If they are also on Amazon and selling for more on Amazon, then we can buy them on the one website, sell them back on Amazon for a profit. But the first thing you want to check is it actually the same product, right? Because a lot of times it looks like the same product, and a lot of times it will be. But always do your due diligence. Make sure it's the same product, meaning same variation, same quantity, right? It's not like a 2-pack and not a 1-pack. Just make sure that it is the same product. It's the simplest thing to do. Spend an extra 10, 15 seconds to verify. Don't just assume. The next thing is it in stock, right? Is it in stock on the supplier's website? You might think this is stupid, but why go through all the other steps if it's not even in stock on the actual supplier's website? So, right? So, let's say we're sourcing Target. Is it actually in stock on Target, or is it just the listing for it? A lot of times it will be in stock, but again, just make sure before you move on to the next step. It eliminates a lot of products that, you don't want to waste time on, so check that. The next thing is, can you sell it, right? Because if you can't sell it, nothing else matters. If you don't get auto-engaged for it, nothing else matters. That's step 3. Again, all this proceeds itself on purpose, so we're not wasting our time here. The next thing you want to check is, are there sales on Seller Spray, right? Then check the historical trends, again, on Seller Spray. I will show you all these here in the tutorial. Then, is it profitable? Again, I will show you that as well. And then, if it is, all those check off, purchase it, ship it into FBA, or sell it, obviously merchant fulfilled if you want to go that route, and make money. It's really that simple, right? And again, obviously, you want to reprice it, you want to do all those other things, but that's going to be in a future tutorial. This is just showing you how to source profitable products super easy with software that's going to save you so much time. Again, you don't need to do anything manually anymore. You can use software to do everything for you. Use this checklist, use the software. It simplifies the process so much, okay? So again, sign up for Source Mogul if you haven't already. You can try the free trial linked as well, like I said. First thing you want to do when you get to Source Mogul is go start search by retailer, and then it's going to take you here where you can see the hundreds of retailers that are available to you. If you want to search one of these retailers, it's going to tell you how many expected profitable products it has, the total amount of products. So if you want to search NFL Shop or Art Supply Warehouse or BH Photo Video, you select those. You can select as many as you want, and then search them by clicking the search selected on the bottom. If for whatever reason you like a specific supplier, if you're constantly searching a supplier and they constantly have new profitable products, you could always star a supplier so you know, hey, this is a favorite supplier. I like this supplier. They're constantly whatever it is. And then again, you can come up to favorites at any time and check just those suppliers. It makes it really advantageous to you because it cuts the time. You don't have to sort through some of the suppliers that may or may not be good, because you'll notice like there's a lot of good suppliers here, and often a lot of them will have profitable products, right? And every once in a while, like IKEA might have them, Fanatics might, Toy Wiz might not right now. But if I check in a month from now, Toy Wiz might, Academy might, but IKEA might not, right? So it's a sliding scale, and that's why you want to constantly check them and constantly be sourcing these. But again, there's 200 suppliers here to check, millions of products to check. So you're going to find profitable products if you're using this correctly, all right? So we'll unfavorite that. Again, you can search selected, and then once you search selected, it's going to take you into searching those actual stores, and you can see the queued right here. So those are next that it's going to search, which one's in progress, and then when they're finally done, you come up to search status. If you want to see which stores are being searched currently, just go to current searches like we are right now. If you want to see which ones are completed, then you go to completed searches. As you can see, it's already completed searches today. I just ran this right before the tutorial to show you in real time. I have not searched these. I have not sourced them. I haven't looked at any of these websites in weeks. So we're going to go through 100% authentically and find profitable products today from one of these suppliers. And then maybe we'll do another tutorial in the future on another supplier and vice versa. All right. So once you have a completed supplier and you've searched them, you can see it searched almost 80,000 products from Best Buy. It expects that there's going to be 1,000 profitable products roughly. You can see all the other ones that I've sorted. And so if we want to actually check a supplier, we would just click view. So let's click view on Walmart as an example. And now it's going to tell us that there's 3,800 results. So the next thing you want to do is actually look on the side here and set the filters. This is going to filter in your search results so you're not wasting your time, because while this might be the same exact product, if it's not profitable at a certain percentage, we don't want to waste our time checking it. So we really want to hone down these search results, even though it's saying it found 3,800 products that sell on Walmart that also sell on Amazon. We want the most profitable ones, right? Because if we only have a limited budget, especially of like $100 to spend or $1,000 to spend or whatever your budget to spend on products is, or credit or whatever it is, you don't want to buy like the 80th most profitable product. You want to buy the top ones, obviously, right? So I always start it really, really narrow, and then I'll slowly broaden it out if there's not enough search results. And you see, as I drag the ROI over to be at least 24%, the search results dwindle down to 2,300 from almost 4,000, right? And as we drag the sliders over, they get more and more honed down. So let's go all the way to like 29%. Let's go profit up to like, $11. We'll do sales rank. See, all of a sudden now it's only 700 actual results. Match rank accuracy, always keep this high because that's going to basically make sure that it's the closest potential match rate for those products. Always keep that high. I don't know why you drop that. Sales rank, you can go percentage. I'll go numbers all the time, and I'll set the max sales rank as, I'll start it at 100,000, and then if that's not broad enough for products, then I'll actually drop it a little bit to like 150 or 200, but I always start at under 100,000. Again, I'll keep the ROI pretty high at close to 30, profit pretty high at like 11. And then if that's not enough, I'll broaden it out slower and slower until I'm at like ROI of like maybe 15% and profit of like $5-6. Usually I don't go after anything less profitable than that on these websites, not because you can't sell them and make money, you can, but because you can always find a better product that's more profitable. And why, again, like I said, if you can find one that's, profitable at $30, why would you sell one that's profitable at $8? It doesn't make any sense, right? You want the best ones that are going to make you the most money in the most time, right? So start specific, broaden out as you go, okay? Now, always set the min to 1 so that it's at least 1, max again 100,000. And now you can see that just honing that down, it's got 228 products. So we could go more specific here. Let's go up to like 33% and a profit of like $12 or $13. Now there's only 183 products. So I already know I can't sell Apple, so I can just skip that. It's got all the data here on the side for you. But again, we're going to run through all that again on the listing anyway with Seller Sprite. But this can be a good indicator to actually look what the actual Amazon 30-day price is, what the average ROI estimate is, what the average sales rank is. Again, the average sales of it. So there's like a mini keep it chart there for you. Source Mogul has literally everything for you, okay? So let's scroll down. First and foremost, if you just click on one of these listings, it'll take you to the actual product listing. So if you click this, it will take you to the product listing on Walmart. If you click this, it will take you to the product listing on Amazon. And from there, we can compare, right? So now, since we honed it down, we want to go through the checklist. Well, the first thing in the checklist is it the same product, okay? Well, is it the same product? This is a restored Bose audio system, BRT 26A. So this is a BRT 26A. Is it? BRT 26A audio systems. That looks like the same product. Yes, it is. Again, if you want to make sure of all like the specific specs. So this is 26 inches. All right, camera died on me, but it's fine because you don't need to see my face to get all the insight. So like I said, is this the same exact product? Well, we know that it is because when you check it, it's the BRT 26A, 26-inch wide, 4-inch speakers. And this is the same product, BRT 26A, 26-inch wide, 4-inch speakers from Boss. So we know that this is the actual same product. Well, the next thing that you want to do is obviously go through the checklist. So it is the same product, yes. Is it in stock on the supplier's website? So go back to Walmart. Well, it is in stock. You can add it to the cart. So it is in stock. Can I sell it, right? So how can you figure out if you can sell it? Well, the easiest way is to go to your Amazon Seller Central. Then you want to go to Manage All Inventory and Add Products. This is going to take you right here to where you can actually list products, right? So then you want to take the ASIN of the actual listing. So if we come back to Amazon, you can take the ASIN from the URL up top. You could also just use Seller Sprite to copy it. As you can see here, there's an ASIN right here. You can copy to the clipboard. You could also just scroll down to the product specs, down here to the product information, and copy it from here. There we go. Find the ASIN, copy that. So there's a number of places that you can actually copy the ASIN. But again, the easiest place to do it is going to be either the URL up here, right there, or you can copy it right here within the specs here on Seller Sprite. It makes it really, really easy for you so you don't have to find it in the product details every time. Then paste it in. Can we sell it, or is it a branded product? Well, we can't sell it, but always, 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 if you're not able to sell it in new condition, always apply to sell it and see if you get auto ungated, right? You're going to be able to request approval if you're not able to sell it. Sometimes you will have to put a brand application in or show a purchase of at least 10 units. So I've covered this in other specific videos on how you can get accepted to more suppliers or get accepted for a certain product. But obviously, we're not going to have invoices most of the time if we're starting out for 10 plus units. So I always say for beginners, just focus on what you're able to sell. But again, always check to see if you can sell it, to see if you get auto ungated. If you don't, move on to the next product. So the first two checked off, same product, yes, in stock, yes, but we can't sell it. So again, we'll move on to another product. And that's that simple, right? So one more thing before we actually get started into the next product is go to Seller Sprite already if you haven't. Sign up. Like I said, it's a free trial linked for you. Then scroll down on the Seller Sprite website when you see extension and download the actual extension so that you can use it, so that when we are on the listing, you will actually be able to see all the insight, copy the ASIN super quickly. It's a game changer. It's going to save you so much time and give you all the information and insight that you need. Just to cut in here for a second, one of my best kept secret websites is buysmart.ai. Now, it is a compilation of a ton of deals all across the internet where you can buy something on sale for a lot cheaper than it is normally, and then obviously get it at a discount and then resell it back on somewhere like Amazon or even eBay, Facebook Marketplace, wherever, right? So just looking at the homepage right here, without even signing in, without even going to a second, a third, a fourth page, or deep into the subcategories, just looking at the homepage deals right here, I've already, in about 5 minutes, just setting this video up for you, found a few deals. You can see this one right here, 45% off, 44% off, 47% off. This one right here is literally, what is that? 100, that's $80 off roughly. There's a ton of margin in that, right? But you also do need to have a plan to resell it. In this case, we are obviously reselling back on Amazon. So just to show you a few deals on the homepage that I found, right here we have this fish oil, Nature Made fish oil, 1,000 milligrams, omega-3, 45-day supply. It's 90 soft gels. It typically sells online for about $14. You can get it here on this website for this specific deal on buysmart.ai for $5.79, right? So knowing that we have intent to resell this back on Amazon, if we can, obviously, let's just search Amazon to see if we can find the same exact product for the normal retail price. And what do you know? We found it for $14. So Nature Made, just to make sure that they are the same exact actual product, Nature Made fish oil, 1,000 milligrams, fish oil, 1,000 milligrams from Nature Made. It is 90-day soft gels, 45-day supply, 90-day soft gels, 45-day supply. Same exact product as you can see here. Normally retails for $13.99. But with the Buy Smart deal, you can literally see it sells here on Amazon. The Buy Smart deal is going to get you it for $5.79, right? 59% off. Now that leaves you a ton of margin to buy this, a bunch of these on Buy Smart using their specific deal for $5.79, then sell them back on Amazon again for $14 and then make that margin. It is stupidly easy. They could not make it any simpler for you, right? They have housed a bunch of deals all over the internet and then just spoon fed them to you. Like, here they are, take them, right? And other softwares out there like Source Mogul or, OA Beans or anything else like that are going to kind of, generate all the deals together and then showcase them for you, but you have to filter them through. Those are obviously advantageous, but a website like this makes it so simple for you to find deals because all they're doing is just giving you all the deals. They're not focused on one specific website. To show you that that is not an aberration, this Shark anti-allergen one was another one that I just randomly clicked on. It sells online usually for about $330. It is certified refurbished, so you do need to keep that in mind. It will tell you that obviously in the title here. Most of them are not, but every once in a while you'll see something that's certified refurbished, so just keep that in mind, meaning that you have to sell it back in a used condition if you plan to resell it back on Amazon, right? But you can get it here for the deal on buysmart.ai for $128 roughly. On Amazon, it retails brand new for $230, but you can see here, if you look at the used like new buy box right here, $189. We're going to get it for $128, $189. There's plenty of margin there. I think just off the top of my head, that's like $50, 130 roughly, 100. Yeah, it's like 50. No, that's like almost $60 actually. So plenty of margin there, even after the fees. You could buy that, resell it back on Amazon, even in a certified refurbished, like used condition. I'd probably, depending on how it showed up, either list it in, if it's great, used like new. If it's not, like used very good or something along those lines, but ton of margin there to be made with that product. Yet another one here, you can see I searched it, Nature's Bounty fish oil again. Obviously this is a different one. This was Nature's Bounty fish oil, like 100 or 1,000 milligrams. This is 1,200 milligrams, and this is a 200 count. So we found Nature's Bounty 1,200 milligrams, 200 count, retails on Amazon for $13.70. And as you can see here, you can get that on sale with this Buy Smart AI deal for $8.15, right? So $8.15 instead of $14. That's a $6 margin or whatever that is. Plenty of room to work there even after the fees, right? So check this website out, guys. It is stupidly easy to get deals. They've consolidated them all for you and spoon fed them to you. Check it out. It's a game changer. You can find it through that link in the description below. All right, so now let's move on. So the Simon's Optics Pro Sport. What's the first thing in the checklist? Is it the same product? Simon's Optic 10 by 50. Simon's Optic 10 by 50 right here. So it is the same product. It is in stock on Walmart. Copy the ASIN, see if we're able to sell it. Copy the ASIN to see if we're able to sell it. And we are able to sell this. So you can see sell this product in new condition. So if we click that, we're able to sell it and list it, okay? So we can sell this one. So it passed same product. Yes, it is in stock. We are able to sell it. Now the next thing is, does it have sales on Seller Sprite? So let's check. We go back to the listing. we scroll down and you can see historical trends right here on the listing. If you click historical trends, you can see the monthly sales and the daily sales for this actual product. So monthly sales are relatively low, although actually they're not. It's like 55, 6 a month. You want to go to daily units to make sure as well. So daily, it's saying this is only selling like 1 a day. It's not selling very many, okay? And you could see on the trend chart here, usually this wouldn't be that low. Usually it'd be like 5 to 10, maybe 100 or a few hundred if it's selling very well. But this is why you check the chart, right? So this is only selling 1 a day, but it is selling, right? So we do want to kind of stick with it and see if there's, it's still a promising product. So let's check the historical trends, like I said. And there's a bunch of things that you want to see, right? So historical trends, you want to check the monthly sales, make sure that it's obviously selling, check the daily sales, make sure that it's obviously selling. And one more thing that you want to do is you want to check to make sure that the trend isn't like some spike in the graph, right? Because if it was selling for a while, but then all of a sudden dropped down significantly recently, that would be a major red flag. You'd want to say, like, why is it spiking all of a sudden downward? Maybe someone came into the picture and they've tanked the listing, or vice versa. If it was selling a little bit and all of a sudden it went up to make it look good right now, that could be a red flag as well, because maybe someone tanked the price or whatever. So what you want to see is relative consistent sales over time. And that is kind of what you're seeing right here. So that's good. Even though it kind of drops, it comes back up, and it's been pretty consistent around 1 a day for, a month now. And you can see with the monthly sales, of course, yeah, there's a major spike here in 2020 because obviously a lot of people were home. But for the most part, since about 2022, which is 2 years ago, it's been selling 1 a day roughly, as you can see here on the monthly chart. Again, this is super low. You're not typically going to see products that are this low, but it's been selling, 1 a day roughly for a month. It's been selling about 1 a day roughly for about 2 years now, okay? So pretty consistent. Next thing you want to do is check the bestseller rank. So again, this looks pretty consistent and steady, and that is a good thing because the lower the bestseller rank, the higher the sales, right? Because bestseller rank, the lower the bestseller rank, obviously, the lower and better ranked on Amazon it is, and higher it is going to be in search results. So the fact that it's steady at the bottom here is pretty good. Again, most products are not going to be like this. This one's an aberration. You also want to check that the price is, relatively steady, because if it spikes in price high or low, that's a red flag. You want to see mainly consistent. Again, if it goes up a little bit and then comes back down or vice versa, that's fine. But over time, you want to see relative consistency, okay? Then also check the ratings and the rating velocity, because if it's, spiked with rating velocity at the end, again, that's just another potential indicator of more sales at the end. You want to see relative consistency. And again, since 2022, when it looks like this kind of started selling, it's been, pretty high consistently with the rating. So nothing here throws me off track with that. Everything's pretty consistent. The only thing that gives me pause is that this only sells 1 a day. So since it sells 1 a day, one more thing that we want to check is how many other sellers are on the listing, right? Because if this is selling 1 a day, but there's 50 other sellers, then that's not something that we really want to buy, because we can't anticipate that we're going to compete with everybody. Selling 1 a day, it's going to take forever. But showing that online seller add-ons shows that only 1 other seller is selling this product, and they only have 5 products in stock. Well, 5 days from now, roughly speaking, even if you take the conservative estimate and say 10 days from now and double that, it's selling that it's only assuming that it's only selling 1 every other day, this product is going to be out of stock fairly soon. And so this could be potentially a good buy, especially when you factor in the fact that this is selling for $70 and it's selling for $33 on Walmart. So there's a ridiculous profit margin to be made. So the next thing we want to say is it profitable? Well, the way that you check to see if it's profitable is go back to Seller Central, or you could also just Google Amazon FBA calculator. Seller Sprite has one of these built in as well, but this is an easy way to check it as well. And then you would just paste the ASIN in here and search it that way, and then input all the actual product information, right? The item price. Well, what's the item price on Amazon? I believe it was $72. You could check that. 71, excuse me. So 71. And then what would your sourcing price on Walmart be? After everything, well, it would be $32. So you'd make $25 if you bought this and then resold it on Amazon, bought it from Walmart, of course, for a net margin of 36%. That's great. That's a great profit margin, right? Now, assuming that it would cost us $1 or $2 to ship it into FBA, you might want to assume that. But you want to input your final cost that it would cost you to actually purchase this. Again, if you're buying it in bulk, sometimes you might get a coupon, so it would be even cheaper. So maybe that might make it $28. But whatever it is, the profit calculator is what you want to input all your cost in, so you can figure out what your actual margin is going to be and what your net profit is going to be. But if you go back to the actual listing, you'll see that you don't need that because SellerSprite has a built-in calculator as well. So just click the calculator and boom, there you go. It's automatically got the listing price in there, although this hasn't been changed because there's no buy box. Again, this is not normal. This product is specific. So it would be 71. It's selling for an average unit sold of 1 a day, like it's showing you. And so if you source this for, again, $32, well, our purchasing cost would be $32, showing us that we'd make roughly $38 after fees with a 46% ROI at that price. So this is a good product, again, because there's not much competition on the listing and because the price and profit potential is so good, but it's not selling very well, but still, this is a great product. So I'm going to hold this again because I might buy it. And that is, in a nutshell, how you use this. So I'm going to run you through more tutorials, obviously, in the future. But in a nutshell, just using Source Mogul like this to hone down products and using SellerSprite in conjunction with that and this simple checklist right here, if everything checks off, you can buy it, ship it into FBA, or sell it merchant fulfilled yourself from your home and make money with online arbitrage. It is stupidly simple.